snuck in the night and committed these murders, nobody had a clue about who or why.
Yeah, people dead, and things like that don't usually happen in a small town, and they don't usually happen anywhere. Somebody was trying to send a message. I don't think there can be any doubt about that. They could have written a little sinister story that would play out like County, Ohio right now.
Find Mike the Massacre on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
In your car or anywhere you have access to an HD radio, you can hear the best stories WISN hosts in Peoria. Definition, just tune in to 97.3 HD2. Then sit back and immerse yourself in innovation and insight. No, I'm not trying to rile you up. I'm trying to be straightforward with it. Folks, there's no other option.
Environmentally friendly and dyed using ingredients that are all natural. Prices start at $12 a yard. Give us a call or try our new website at melvinmulch.com.
You're listening to the Steve Scaffidi Show on WTMJ. We're still sorting the media reaction to the decision by Joe Biden not to come to the DNC. Joining us on the phone line, my friend and a great reporter from the Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel, Bill Glauber. Hi, Bill.
Hey, it's pretty interesting day, Steve. You know, it's just the hits just keep on coming in 2020.
So I asked one of your reporter colleagues, Rich Kirchner, at the Business Journal, this question. I'll ask you the same question. So what does this mean?
It means that Milwaukee will be having a virtual convention. Basically, Milwaukee is a TV studio, and the producers and directors are in charge. There will really be not much here.
Here's a legitimate question. Does there need to be anything here? I mean, is there some reason they have to be in Milwaukee at all?
Well, they are setting up here, so you have to have a central place where you control things from. So, they're here, so that's where it's going to be. And, they have to build out a way to basically hold what's a giant Zoom meeting. It's just unbelievable, but, these are the times we live in.
You're a reporter that loves history, and I know that you probably know what I'm going to ask you. So in 2016, the famous decision by the Clinton campaign not to come to Wisconsin, echoes of that this year, obviously with the pandemic chaser here. I know you don't like to weigh in on the politics side of it, but it is remarkably similar historically, that storyline, right?
Yes, in one way it is, and one way it is. The Biden campaign believes that the central issue of this campaign is the coronavirus pandemic, getting it under control. So in not coming to Milwaukee, they can say that it's because of the coronavirus pandemic. They take it seriously. Here's what they'll do to root it out. And, the Biden campaign will tell you that the Trump campaign wants to talk about anything other than the coronavirus pandemic. So it is the central issue of the campaign.
Bill Glauber from the Journal-Sentinel joining us. I know you're under a tight deadline, so I'm going to only ask you a couple more questions. Do you think the decision by the president not to essentially have a Republican National Convention made it easier for the Biden camp to do the same thing, essentially?
I think so. I mean, the Democratic convention, though, is further along in terms of the virtual part of this. They set that in motion back in May to have the option for virtual. Republicans are scampering at the last minute to try to figure out what they're going to do. So there will be a produced program, I'm assuming, of 2 hours nightly from, Milwaukee, so to speak. The Republican plans are just, we don't know what they are right now.
Are there elements of I call it the storytelling part of the host city? Is that stuff still being produced or already produced, waiting to be shown in a couple weeks? Is that